the way the Indian seamers especially showed us as a South African fast bowling attack how to bowl speaks a lot of volume for the way that they bowled this series. The pace that they bowled, the consistency that they bowled, the skill that they showed, outclassed us as a fast bowling attack. There's learning for us in that when we play in the subcontinent, that our style of bowling is not successful. You have to adapt your style to the style that is required. Yeah, seam bowling was one area, but I thought spin, they were better than us. From a batting unit, exceptional ruthlessness in the way that they put massive scores on the board. And that's one of the reasons why mentally we were probably so weak towards the end. It's just the relentless ruthlessness in the way that they put big totals on the board. Every time that obviously they did bat first every time, which made it a little bit easier, but they still put on 500, 600. And the scoreboard pressure that the effect that it has on you mentally as a batting lineup, it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of toll, and that's why you could see towards the end our batting lineup was mentally weak. And also from a fielding point of view, once again, it's tough to say, but they outfielded us. The energy that they showed, complete team performance, and we were outplayed in all of them. When you go through real tough times like this, as you start identifying characters that will drive the team forward. You look for personalities within the team that you see in 3, 4, 5, 6 years to come. And then the process starts. It's a tough place to start right at the beginning. So right now, it's identifying the personnel that you believe in is going to drive this team forward. We're losing our experience in international cricket, but we're also losing our experience in domestic cricket. Your top players domestically are going overseas. Your guys that get left out of the South African team, they go overseas. So you're missing out on all your best players into a talent pool that is all of a sudden a lot smaller. So that's something that we've tried to identify to stop, but it's been very difficult to stop. Sad for South African cricket not to have the option of their best players. As you rightly say, Salman Harmer has had an unbelievable season. And it would be great for South Africa to be in a position where they could go, he's done well overseas, let's bring him on tour with us. So maybe, as you say, post-Brexit, that won't be the guys will still go and play there, but you can still pick them for your country. For me, our next journey now is trying to make sure that we get a lot stronger as a cricketing team mentally. So if there's work that needs to be done in that department, then so be it. As you can see, a tour like this reveals that there's a lot of mental scars that can happen, and then obviously it's difficult to come out of that hole. We played our best match in the first match, and the consistent pressure that was on us made us weaker every test match that we played. So therefore it tells me that we're not mentally strong enough as a team, and that some work is required in that department. What this has unveiled for us is it shows that our structures are not where they need to be. The gap between domestic cricket and international cricket needs to be, there needs to be things put in place to make sure that you can address that a little bit better. I think if you look back 3 or 4 years and someone had the vision of saying in 3 or 4 years' time there will be a lot of experienced guys, if you look at the age gaps, a lot of 34, 35, 36-year-olds would possibly retire. So what do you do to make sure you get yourself ready for when that time comes? And possibly we're all guilty for not planning for all of these guys going at the same time, because if you look over the last year and a half, we've lost 4 or 5 test players. And now you've got to replace not only one player, but 4 or 5 of your best players. And I think in there, perhaps we could have been a little bit smarter in the planning phase and the phasing out of the great players.